Thank you. Thank you. So, welcome to Unity on the Avenue, a place where we are unapologetically inclusive, no matter who you are, no matter what your belief system is, no matter what your practices are. We absolutely welcome you to Unity on the Avenue and are delighted when you are here with us. And there's a lot of special things about this day. First, it's Lori Smith Sunday, which you will get later. Yay! And it's also Thanksgiving here at Unity on the Avenue. We have an awesome lunch with all the trimmings, turkey, and the stuff downstairs immediately following the service. So you are invited for lunch. We hope that you are able to stay and be a part of that celebration. And so we're going to repeat Unity's statement of faith. And then Penny Ware is our prayer chaplain for today. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life. God, the good, omnipotent.
Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place.
As we enter this time of prayer, let us just relax and focus on our breathing, the essential practice to enhance the presence of the God that is within. As we focus on our breath, and we breathe in, and we breathe out. And gratitude. Gratitude is like the magic wand that is the most valuable in our spiritual toolbox. It elevates almost every situation and helps me feel every need that I may have. Thanksgiving enables me to see things from the highest possible perspective. It lets me see beyond the appearances to the underlying reality. I see through the humanness of every individual. I see the inherent divinity. I see the overall goodness of God that is unfailing in every situation. I think about my body. I appreciate the way my body provides me with life and how my lungs are functioning efficiently to provide me with a life-giving substance of oxygen. And I release the waste products of carbon dioxide. I also release anything that is unproductive and does not serve me well. When I am ill, I give thanks for the life and the health that energize each 46 trillion cells in my body, and any disease is transformed. By expressing gratitude to every cell and every organ and every tissue and every system, I bless my body and I experience a miracle experience of healing. And while thinking about all of my blessings that I have in my life, my heart is full of gratitude as I give thanks for all of my friends and my family And I know that it is through the grace of God that my gratitude opens ways to more abundant living. I am so grateful for my joy, for my peace, my health, my happiness, this beloved church community. I am so grateful as I experience the beauty around this world, and I realize just how blessed I am. I am grateful, and so it is. Amen.
Amen. You're welcome to sing along with this song. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Your turn. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing day. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My wonderful life. My wonderful life. Thank you. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My real and true friends. My real and true friends. Thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
A promise once spoken becomes part of our existence forever. Ultimately, a promise serves as a compass. It reminds us of what truly matters. When we make a promise, a subtle yet powerful shift in our souls, which is where our promises are housed, takes place. A promise is a tool that we employ in order to facilitate transformation within ourselves, and transformation of those we are with. It's an outer expression of our inner will. Making a promise communicates to those who hear us, those here, those in the universe, and most importantly of all, our deeper selves, our commitment to the principles that are most important to us. Fulfilling a sacred promise challenges us and aids our personal growth. When we speak a sacred promise out loud, as opposed to simply thinking about it in our minds or even writing it on a piece of paper, our voices project our promises into the deepest reaches of the universe. It is important that we remember that a promise made with the sincerest of intentions has the power to carry past our earthly experience, our earthly lifetimes. A well-chosen promise encourages commitment, it encourages dedication. It's a sacred promise. Once spoken, it becomes part of your existence forever. Your view of the world around you may change, and your predominant thoughts and feelings will no doubt evolve over time. But the spirit in which your oath is spoken will remain unaffected. It's up to you to determine how you will stay true to your promise while your inner and outer worlds continue to transform. Your strength and character will inevitably be tested, as circumstances can make keeping promises a challenge. But after you have shown yourself to be steadfast, your appreciation of the sanctity of your promise will be cemented in your heart, mind, and soul forever. At this time, I invite you, Lori Smith, to speak your promises to this congregation that you will serve.
First, I want to thank my family and friends for their encouragement over the last 5 years and for your presence today. So I want to let you know that I appreciate Doris for this day and for allowing me to talk to you about my promise. What it matters most to me is my devotion to Divine Spirit and the expression of that Spirit through me. Unity Worldwide Ministries has a code of ethics for licensed Unity teachers, and I just wanted to share a few of those promises that are close to my heart. I promise to continue to practice my own spiritual practice of prayer and meditation, because when I am centered in spirit, I can be a harmonizing presence. I will promise to continue to practice the unity principles that have served me so well. I also promise to seek truth and knowledge. That's something I would probably do with my last breath. It is so important to me, and it's important because it helps me to make life-affirming choices for body, mind, and spirit. In my relationships, I promise acceptance, compassion, and cooperation for our community and for the minister and the board and our staff. I promise to honor your trust and confidentiality, integrity, and for church funds and property. I promise to work in harmony with Unity Worldwide Ministries and also with Unity on the Avenue's vision and mission and purpose and values. I truly believe that we are here to inspire each other and to support each other in our practice of practical Christianity. I want to tell you that I'm really grateful for this community. This spiritual community lifts me up. Whenever I am here, I hear and I witness kindness and compassion, and it just feeds my soul. I want to continue to be a prayer chaplain. I am honored to pray with you and pray for you. I'll continue to be a facilitator of the spirit groups. I'm so thankful to Doris. As part of my licensed Unity teacher program, she asked me if I would like to do that, and I love it. I also want to thank Doris. She's been my sponsor for licensed Unity teacher for the last couple of years and given a lot of time to me, and I appreciate that. I also want to let you know that I am honored to support you in spiritual growth for Unity on the Avenue as a licensed Unity teacher. And I just thank you for all of your love and support.
At this time, I also want to recognize Penny Ware, who has been a licensed Unity teacher at Unity on the Avenue for the last 22 years.
Lori, I'm going to do everything you do. You've always been my inspiration, and I love you. And I love this congregation for giving me the opportunity to serve you. And I promise, I, Penny Ware, promise to always do my best to be an example for the 5 unity principles and to be a role model for practicing each and every one of them. I promise to be open and willing to learn from everyone. I promise to be of service when needed. I promise to exhibit serenity, equanimity, to give generously, and to show grace, love, and compassion in all situations. And thank you for this opportunity to serve. And thank you all for this beautiful opportunity, and that all of you are here, and I am so grateful.
At this time, I invite you to stand, all of you, if you can. And I'm inviting you to make your promises to both Penny and Lori. So you can raise your hands to bless them. If I had more hands, I would have my hands up. So there is your first promise that I invite you to read with me at this time. We, the members and friends of Unity on the Avenue Spiritual Center, affirm your promises and welcome you as leaders and teachers in our beloved community. As you bring the light of God's eternal truth and infinite wisdom into our earthly experience, knowing with us that we are spiritual beings on a human journey. It is with deep gratitude we uphold and support your service to Unity on the Avenue Spiritual Center, the sacred network of Unity churches and centers around the globe, and the transformational work of Unity Worldwide Ministries. Clap, clap, clap. I am going to give one microphone to Wanda and the other one to Eustaine, and I invite you to tell Penny and or Lori exactly how grateful you are for them and what they have meant to you over the years you've been part of this church. And if that isn't comfortable for you, particularly if you just walked in the door and you don't know any of us, just feel free to pass the microphone along, okay?
Penny, I particularly have been inspired by you the entire time that I have been at Unity on the Avenue. You have been steady and solid. You've always been there with your prayers and your support and your compassion, and I love you. And Lori, you're a newcomer, but you brought such grace and love with you when you came, and I have watched you work so hard this last 5 years to get to this point where you are certified as a licensed Unity teacher. And I want you to know that your light shines beautifully. And thank you so much for that.
And to both of you, beautiful souls, I've known Penny a long time, seems like forever and a day, and you've always been a light in this church, and you always stand firm in your truth. And you were just a beautiful human being, and thank you for staying with all the ups and downs of what it means to be a spiritual community. Thank you. And to you, Lori, you are a bright and shining star, and your welcoming smile is always something that I behold when I walk in this door, and your presence makes such a difference. Your work with spirit groups has been ongoing. You seem to never waver, whether there's one person or 20. Your faithfulness is greatly appreciated. God bless both of you.
I'm grateful to Penny and to Lori. Lori was the first person I talked to in Unity. I think I'm a newcomer, and she was so welcoming and has been continuously. And I appreciate all that she contributes to make this church what it is. And I'm thankful for Penny. Her prayers touch me so deeply. I feel like they were written for me. I love the meditations, and I love the constant calm presence that she has in this unity, and I'm impressed with her years of service.
What I've always loved about great teachers in my life is they're also wonderful role models, that you give us, whatever metaphor you want to use, the blueprint, the pathway. You live by example. So you don't just teach through words, you teach through your actions, your behavior, your temperament. And I've learned so much from both of you. Thank you.
We've been going to Mile High, which is very similar, but this is much closer. But first time here, I definitely see and feel a very centered group, and congratulations to the new people. But the words that come to me are small but mighty and very centered. So congrats to the Avenue.
Penny, I admire you so much. You're just a rock of faith, and you've been such a role model for me over the years. I just appreciate your beautiful presence, and I know that you've touched thousands of lives and changed many people with your example, and I appreciate that. And Lori, I couldn't be more proud of you. I remember when you came to me and said, I would like to be a chaplain, and your eagerness is just off the charts. I just love how passionate you are about this, and it's so fun to learn to grow in spirituality with somebody that has the eagerness and the love of spiritual truth that you have, and I'm just totally proud of you. Thank you.
Well, we've been coming here for probably a year off and on, but what impresses me a lot is what everyone has said, who know you both so well and have experienced the journeys that you've been on, which I have no idea about those things, but you should be so proud, and you both do exude just, it's a holiness, but it's a loveness about you that just, you couldn't stop it if you tried. And it's just so beautiful to see, and you feel it even if you're just in the same room with you. So thank you both for your commitment, and thank you everyone for helping all of us know more about both Lori and Penny. So thank you, thank you.
Well, I know that when I'm in the presence of Penny, I feel immediately calm, just having her at the table with me, in the room with me. It's just an amazing vibe that comes off of you, Penny. And you always seem to say the right thing at the right time. And I appreciate that. You make me feel more centered every time I'm with you and we interact together. So thank you for all of that. And Lori, you are such a dear person. And I got to know you and Scott when you first came here, and the light and brightness immediately was apparent from both you and Scott when you came to our community. You have such a wonderful spirit of, there's never a frown on your face. It's the peaceful smile that I so enjoy. You're fun to be with. And the amount of time I know you've spent working to become a licensed Unity teacher is quite extraordinary, and that you persevered. You have a lot of strength in you.
So thank you for being part of our community and leading us as you will as a licensed Unity teacher. I appreciate you.
I don't know if you can hear me, but because I lost my voice. But I've been coming to this church for 2 years this month. And Penny and Lori are two of the most loving people I have met on my spiritual journey. Lori walks the talk, always, and I find her to be totally loving and totally honest. And she just radiates that kind of sincerity. Penny, I've known Penny for about 40 years, and she has never changed. She's always there. She's always strong. She's always calm. She's always loving. And she sends me cat cartoons 3 or 4 times a week. And I gotta tell you, that really lifts me up, Penny. Thank you so much.
I missed out on a lot of things that were said, but you both rock, and you're both as solid as a rock, and there needs to be nothing else said other than that. You guys are really super, super people, and we're lucky that Lori had to move from Phoenix to be with her son and her grandson. Otherwise, we'd miss out on she and Scott's great contribution to this community. So thank you both.
First of all, I'd like to thank both Penny and Lori for being here and being such stable foundations for all of us to come in, relax, take a deep breath, and feel loved and hugged. Both of you are people who do not judge, and on probably some of my worst days when I felt the most lovable, you guys both made me realize that I am lovable. I'm the only one that needs to love me. So thank you so much for that. Scott, thank you for all the time you've given us. I know it's taken a tremendous amount of time for Lori to fulfill her licensure, so thank you for the sacrifices that you've made, and probably your son and grandson also, and your friends. And I know I couldn't ask for more pillars and examples than you two, so thank you.
I've been coming here about 2 years, and both of you have such a calm and loving presence, and it really sets the tone, along with the other leaders in this church, for this gathering, this community. And it's no surprise to me that you both, Penny many years ago and Lori now, have risen to these positions and pursued this path. And I know it's not easy, but we appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate this community. And you both are a big part of that, the loving, calm presence that you both present to us. It's a sanctuary every Sunday, and I appreciate it.
Well, first off, let me say thank you for inviting me into your home this Sunday and being with all of you. It's refreshing to see so many warm and friendly faces, and we're blessed to have it on such a nice day outside. I work Sundays, so I am not here to be here to support, but today it was very special for me to be here for Penny and my mother, Lori, who I am very proud of. She works tirelessly night and day to be studying to get to this point, and we're very proud of her and everything she's done. And she's a very caring woman and opens her heart to everybody. She's done that her whole life, and I'm just glad to see she's found her place here. And Penny, congratulations to you for everything you've done as well. So thank you.
Do you want to say something, Ken?
I do. I know you both don't think you've taught me this, but you've taught me patience. You've taught me how to kind of sand the rough edges of running around and doing things. And I always think, where do we what are we seeing through our lens that is different from somebody else? And I think both of you have taught me our lens can be distinctly different, but we still are the same in our heart. And I honestly do walk around in the world and think, you know, the old, what would Jesus do? I always think, what would Penny do? What would Penny think? And you both brought out a kindness and compassion in this community that continues to rise, and I can't wait to see what unfolds.
So, normally, we wait till somebody dies, and then you all stand up and say those nice things about them. And here we are at Thanksgiving. I think it's good to be grateful and to express that gratitude to the people who bless you. And so I know you're supposed to be holding space, so you may go hold space now. But I also am going to add some words. Over the years, I was here in the 90s as the minister of a church that was then called High Country, that is now Unity of Littleton. And then I left in 2000 and went to Cincinnati. Penny is somebody that I remember from simply being here. They used to have ministers' luncheons in the basement, and Penny's always been at this church for me. And what I am most particularly grateful to Lori for is when she asked me what I wanted her to do, she said yes to training for spirit groups, because that's a relatively new program that Unity has instituted. And I think that program has the potential to bless this congregation more than any other program, because people can be in spirit groups and never attend this church on Sunday morning. Spirit groups can happen at your place. They can happen a lot of places. And Lori can train you how to do that. So you would be an offshoot, even if you did it in your own, I'm going to say, community room if you live in a condo or whatever. So the multiplication of people served is greatest expanded by spirit groups. And so I am most grateful, not only that she spent all the money and time and effort to become a licensed teacher, but that she also spent that same money on being trained to be a spirit group facilitator. So that's what I'm most particularly grateful to Lori for. So, gratitude. It's Thanksgiving, and that's about gratitude. And we could have you all start sharing again about what you're grateful for. And we can also think about what gratitude actually means to us. How often do you actually spend time being grateful? It doesn't always mean getting up and making a public proclamation. Sometimes gratitude happens in the stillness of your own heart. But do you have a practice, a daily practice of being grateful for the things that are in your life? We all know about the horrible things happening in Ukraine and Gaza. We can be grateful that we aren't there. We can be grateful for the people who are there and who are giving their lives, their energy, their passion for something that they believe in. Being grateful, caring about your neighbors, the ones you haven't met, the ones you have met, the members of your family who perhaps don't always agree with you on every subject. I'm guessing you may have some of those in your family, as I have in mine. people that we love, people that we accept exactly the way they are. Reaching into our very souls to find that place where we are grateful for the people we love, where we see beyond them. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, said, "Be thankful for every blessing that you gain, and as deeply grateful for every demonstration for an unexpected treasure dropped in your lap. This will keep your heart fresh." What happened this morning that you might be grateful for? Since we've spent a fair amount of time, I won't really ask you, but you do know that on most mornings I would come and ask you that question. Myrtle Fillmore, also co-founder of Unity, said, "Show me a family where thanksgiving and praise become a habit, and I will show you a happy, healthy, harmonious, and prosperous household. Show me the seeds that you sow, the thoughts that you think, and I can foretell the manner of your harvest, for it is the same in our mind world as it is in our soil world. In other words, what we sow, we reap. The words we speak, the thoughts we think. Principle number 3, if you want to think unity, it's not magic. I can't wave a magic wand and say some words over you. But the ingrained, habitual use of your words, your thoughts, and your habits influence your life. And living in a place of gratitude, living in a place of knowing that there's more than enough, living in a place of I am whole and healthy in mind, body, and spirit, makes a difference in your life. It makes a difference in your family's life. It makes a difference in the world. You know, I like to find people who aren't unity who say these things. And perhaps you've heard of Parsamananda Yogananda, didn't quite say his name right. He said, "Make every day a day of thanksgiving, and continuous contentment will sparkle in your body, mind, and soul." Can you live every day in a state of gratitude? What can you find? And maybe some days, like some of my days, you're going to have to hunt harder than you do other days to find something that you're grateful for. But if we look, there's always something. It's said that there are 3 components to gratitude. First, recognition. We recognize that we have received something quite amazing. We recognize the gift of life and the presence of the divine. Gratitude changes us, our thoughts, our feelings, and our perception of the world. The underpinning of the leper's gratitude was recognizing the presence of God in his healing. Now, was there an image of God standing there? No. But every time healing happens, the divine presence is part of that healing. So recognition. Number 2, acknowledge. Acknowledging our good. Every single one of us in this room is blessed. in amazing, mighty ways. And recognizing how we're blessed and acknowledging the impact of that can be as simple as that wonderful hot shower you had this morning, that fabulous cup of coffee, the wonderful food you're going to eat downstairs. Try it, notice it. Noticing it brings about your own mental change. And then number 3 is appreciate. We appreciate the simple things. For instance, we can recognize, acknowledge, and appreciate just gratitude for water, potable water. We just turn the tap and it's there. For plumbers who installed the pipes, for the people who work at the water filtration plant that allow us to have clean water. Appreciate our food, express gratitude for farmers, the people who picked it up and packed it, the people who distributed it for purchase, as well as the people who actually cooked it. Gratitude. A week for practicing love, recognition, acknowledgement, and appreciation. Thank you for being here, and I invite you to take a deep breath with me for a few moments. As we take a deep breath, notice, simply notice that breath, that oxygen, is the life-giving force that allows us each to be here. Gratitude. As we breathe together, notice the beating of your own heart, that you do absolutely nothing to control. And yet you're here, you are alive, you have the abilities that come with life. As you sit in your chair, you experience your own body. Some of us may have a few more achy parts than others, and yet each of us walked in here this morning. We are grateful for the physical sensations that confirm our body's strength and wholeness. We are warm on a cold November morning. We have clothes, we have heat. We appreciate. We are grateful. We're grateful for all of those who are our forebears in this church. The lineage of ministers from Dr. Nichols on, who have blessed this congregation, the people who have worked hard to support it, to have it grow. Those of you who have survived since the beginning, the ups and downs of church. You have been faithful. We're grateful for you if you've been here through the years, and we're grateful for you if you walked in the door the first time this morning. We are grateful that we have come to your attention. We surround you with blessings, acceptance, and love. For all these blessings, we are grateful. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. We are one now, we are one now, we are one now, we are one.
This is the part in our service when we offer you an opportunity to participate. One of the things, well, several of the things we are grateful for here at Unity on the Avenue is hail damaged our roof, and the insurance company and your generosity have enabled us to have a new roof. We also replaced a swamp cooler that was older than some of the people in this room. And we're blessed with cool air. And the furnace over at Unity House has been repaired and we're warm over there. So we're grateful for all those things. And those things are all paid for. And of course, the money came from somewhere. So we're grateful for your donation to the general fund. And so it is. I invite you to repeat our offertory affirmation with us. You know, there's a square in the back. You can text to give. There are all those normal new-fangled ways of giving. We also take cash and checks. So repeat with me our offertory affirmation. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
I am the light, I am the light, an infinite being to perceive, know, and be. I am the light. When I ask myself why, and I feel like I could cry, when I don't know what to do, and I feel so confused, I like to remember, I have to remember, I am the light, I am the light, an infinite being to perceive, know, and be. I am the light. When I watch myself hold back and I feel all off track, when I look out in the world and I feel like a scared girl, I like to remember, I have to remember, I am the light, I am the light, an infinite being to perceive, know, and be. Everything feels right and joy is at its height, I like to remember, I have to remember, I am the light, I am the light, an infinite being to perceive, know, and be. I am the light, I am grateful, so grateful for the light. I am grateful, so grateful for the light.
A good song to end with. Perfect. Thank you. So, we have two lovely young ladies with us this morning, Chai and Rai. Do you want to come up here to be blessed? Come on over here. All right. Oh, cool. Would you like my knee to sit on? Here, come on. You're allowed to do that. There you go. All right. So, rub your hands together, generate some wonderful energy, and send it up here to Rai and Chai. So, you are loved, special, and important. We see you and bless the divine beings that you are. Mwah. All right. Now, closing with our prayer for protection. Here, you can stay right here. That's a good place for you. I always have boys on my lap nowadays, not girls. So, the light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The presence of God protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And there's an awesome lunch downstairs. We'd love to have you join us.